Are you live? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
Greg, are you?
we are live, presented by The Click. Shout out to Double A and the Fonz. We're here live. Let me take you around, Brian. All right, before you get to your background, let me get to my background.
Right, we can't talk right now. I'm playing pool.
Playing pool, no problem. We're live on the party here. We have a league going on in the back, but you know, these are the vibes here. Wednesday night on the potty, Brian.
You know what I was doing? I was squatting.
But,
Your energy's better. Your energy's a lot better.
You know, I had since I was the first day kind of getting out of the house, I'm like, hey, you know what?
And so, you guys bet any money on those games?
No problem at all. Yeah, man. You know, not the best billiards player, but obviously, as competitors, we're gonna come out here. We're gonna compete, whether it's darts, whether it's billiards, whether it's basketball. We're gonna come out here and we're gonna do what we have to do to try to ensure a win.
Listen, that's just how we're built. We're built to compete, and let them know that we do not run on the potty.
Shot. Just missed it. I wish we got that. Tell us about that shot live.
Oh, get away from me.
Yo, Greg, I feel like you're TMZ right now.
What about that approach?
Greg,
I should have went right, but it went left.
Greg is the annoying TMZ reporter right now.
Tell us a little bit more about the
About what? What am I going to tell you more about?
We got Smurda live here. Hold on. Oh,
Tell Angel he has to lighten up a little bit.
Brian, we absolutely heard you loud and clear. Brian, I'm standing here.
Angel, I think
What's up, brother?
I think you need to lighten up a little bit.
This kid is out of his mind.
He's TMZ.
He is TMZ.
Brian, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we need to discuss your background. The people are like, is that Greg? Yes, it is. With the crew cut, yes, it is. And from what year was that? That's when we return. Stay tuned. Brian, welcome back to the party, sponsored by Double A, the Fonz. The Click is in the house tonight. Brian, before we went to break, we had a question that I feel like is on people's minds right now if you're watching this episode. Who's in the background? Why is he on a TV? And why is he sleeping?
So the person on the background is co-host himself. Funny thing about this story is, so I used to run to Greg's house to make sure that he got up early enough to train for basketball. Now this kid would not wake up. So I decided I'm going to sleep over instead.
We said to ourselves, hey, one day we might be on this TV. Oh my gosh. So imagine coming back into a room and seeing somebody look like that.
We were working hard that day. I was a little tired. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, my back was a little, out of whack at the time. We were probably deadlifting and then sprinting up the hills. That position was just comfortable for me, and at the time it relieved some back pain, and I really needed it for the next day's training.
By utilizing these unique sleeping techniques, been around for 5,000 plus years. The ancient civilizations knew about these sleeping postures and techniques. What's most important is that you mentioned sprints; those were a real thing. Up hills, which were really steep.
I still use these techniques today.
Okay.
And now I'm squatting 315 for reps. So I mean, if you guys can implement this into your training routines, just when you take your naps, do this.
You heard it here first on the potty. Look into just taking care of yourself, even while you're sleeping. There's things you could be doing in the workout and to develop your body. And here, Brian, before we wrap up, tell us a little bit about this position and the benefits. Please explain this next sleeping technique posture that you see on your wall now.
Yeah, so this one is specifically for shoulder pain. The last one was for your lower back pain.
Okay.
Now we're really hitting the shoulder. So what this does, and actually at first it really cracks it back into place. But then it also, you can't stay in this position too long, but yes, you can take a 20 to 30 minute nap.
That's interesting to note. The first technique and posture was for elongated 6 to 12 hours of slumber. And this one's more for naps. Post game, pre game, what do you recommend?
Correct, cat naps. You can definitely do this pre game.
Brian, this is an interesting one. Talk us through what you had me doing here. Why structurally you recommend this?
So this one, what it actually does is it actually relaxes the mind. So your mind your mind is always racing. So if you have problems with ankles, when you're actually sleeping like this, it actually makes your feet work while you're sleeping. Things like that, they can definitely strengthen your ankles and your feet. And you're also stretching in them in this position.
You spoke about a little bit neurologically. How are your dreams impacted in this particular sleeping position versus the others as well?
Yeah, so when you're in this position, you can actually have a better lucid dream. You know, there's times when...
Can you work out in your dream?
You can definitely work out in your dream. Yes, the good thing about this is that you can realize when you're dreaming, which is called lucid dreaming. So you can actually get, if you're playing your sport, let's say basketball, because we're basketball players.
Right.
So you can actually get reps in your dream.
Right, which I can vividly remember. I was so deliriously tired that night. I was actually sleeping standing up, which was working me out even further in my dream. Sleeping and awake, I was working out, and this maximizes productivity.
Yes, 100%. So what this actually does, like, so let's say you're in a slump, right? You can't hit any threes for whatever reason. When you're lucid dreaming, you're in control of that dream. So imagine you wake up from a dream where you just made 1,000 shots in a row.
Yes.
That next day, you're gonna have the best game of your life. I had an amazing experience lucid dreaming standing up.
So look out for your new book that you're still in the process of making, Sleep for Success. That's coming out probably the end of this year sometime. It might not be, that might be a working title, but Brian, thank you for bringing that information here to the party. You heard it here first, as always. And young players listening, especially pro players listening, who kind of already adopted this, come on and tell us. Brian, we thank you again for the information and knowledge. And like they said, if you want to be on TV, if you want to play on TV, well then you got to lay on TV. This is it. You heard it here first. You guys have a great night, Brian. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Have a great night.